All right. Well, good evening, everyone. This is Christy Vogelsberg, and welcome. And let's see, it is July the 23rd. I am calling into you from colorful Colorado. Again, just mentioned a little bit ago, it's wonderful that we have this portable business that we can throw our phone or our laptop in and really share our mission of health and happiness across this globe. And so we are out here in Colorado for a ball tournament with my 11-year-old Keaton, but taking a few extra days to have some really fun time. We were out on the Colorado River, river rafting here today, getting ready to head out on our bikes here in a little bit. So I'm really happy that you guys made time to be with us. I know we have some really fun stories here to share this evening, and just a little bit about our background and kind of how this call came to be. So my husband JJ and I, we have worked with the Juice Plus company now about 20 years. And so most of you that are on the phone are probably connected to someone within our community, was how you were invited here. But we really love to have these stories be maybe sharing our inspiration about a really awesome health story that someone has experienced. Or maybe it's something amazing that they have been able to do for their family or gift others because of our Juice Plus virtual franchise, or part of our community. That's another piece, is just really helping to inspire healthy living really around the globe. So it's pretty awesome to be part of this. And as a former physician assistant, I know I'm so grateful to be out of the sick care side of medicine, and have really spent the last 20 years now focusing on prevention and wellness and helping people to stay out of their doctor's office and to stay well through healthy diet and lifestyle. And so it's awesome to be able to partner, with so many of us here around the country. We're calling in, I think we've got from all the way to North Carolina out to Arizona and several states in between. So again, just thanks for being on with us. And for those that'll be catching the recording, we definitely would love to connect with you. And if you have an awesome story of inspiration to share here, then definitely reach out to Julie Mahajer or myself and let us know what you can gift us with and our community with. So with that, though, I'm going to have Kimberly go ahead and let's get you unmuted. Okay, there she is. And so to begin with, hey, Kimberly, I would love to have her share just a little bit. I have a couple pieces of her story that have just been super inspiring. I know for me, we had met now a couple of years ago, really on the phone, on Zoom to begin with. My husband, JJ, he teaches classes in physical therapy and does continuing education for chronic pain. And Kimberly had gone to one of his classes here a while back, and she lives up north of Phoenix area. But Kimberly, can you tell us a little about what your background is, and then kind of bullets of where, because of this community, what are some of the things that have transpired just in your own personal health journey and walk, and then what you are doing now?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a physical therapist. I've been practicing for 4 years, and my Juice Plus journey started about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years now in October, when I took that class with JJ. I just kind of saw this pattern with patients that had chronic pain, and asking them about their lifestyle, their sleep patterns, their nutrition, and most of them weren't eating, or when they were eating, it was processed food, TV dinners, and artificial drinks, sweeteners, and just having so much pain, and their pain was progressing throughout their entire body, and they couldn't understand why. They didn't relate all of those aspects of their life to the increased pain that they were experiencing, and they were just put on more medications. But at the same time, I was also very stressed out at work, and my husband and I were eating pizza and Taco Bell, and at that point, I had just started making smoothies, and came in contact with Juice Plus, and I said, this is so easy. I can make the protein shakes and get all my fruits, not all of them, but get all these extra fruits and vegetables into my diet without having to, worry about juicing every day or making a smoothie every day if I missed it. And so it just progressed that my love for nutrition has grown so much because of the education from this community. I took one of the Primetime Health courses from Dr. Sears Wellness Institute and became a health coach. And I talk to my patients about nutrition in the clinic. I talk to them about how it contributes to their pain and inflammation, It can contribute to their inability to sleep. And I'm just continuing to grow and learn and share. And my next goal is to get out into the medical community, working for medical facilities. They have 6 practices, and my goal is to be their health coach, and eventually bring Juice Plus to the clinic. So that's what I'm working on now.
There, that's awesome. So it seems like with Juice Plus, it's really been a catalyst for a lot of people and getting their health moving. And I know that's, JJ always says that as well. It's like, I've got to get people to buy in on not only the exercise piece, but sometimes people are in such a state. I know with my own health, it was a challenge really to be able to even have the energy and the stamina when I dealt with Epstein-Barr and all that. So have you felt like that's really been something that you've seen a benefit of patients on getting that nutrition in?
Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't been able to share it with patients, but with my health coaching clients and people from church. I mean, I had a customer who's lost 39 pounds. He has been able to get off all of his medications. He was on high blood pressure medication, high cholesterol medication, and the most significant change with this product is that he changed his diet completely. He started with the Shred 10 program. He followed those guidelines, continued those guidelines throughout this process. And a couple of weeks ago, he went to get his angiogram, and he was told that his coronary artery blockages were completely gone.
Wow.
I don't know what percent blockage he had. I didn't ask him. But to go from being 40 pounds overweight on medication, his physician said, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. That was probably the most inspiring story and just the lifestyle change that I have seen since I've started this process.
Yes. And how does that make you feel? What does that do for you?
I feel elated. I mean, it makes me want to just go out and share more. And I keep asking him. Unfortunately, he's not able to be on the call tonight. But it makes me more excited to share, and I have this story, and I ask him to share and tell people what he's doing. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, just
and I love too with this shred that truly it is that 10-day jump start into a healthier lifestyle, and that even with him, like you said, it's been lifestyle changes. So it's not a quick fix. It's not something that it's here today, gone tomorrow, but he's really through our tools and resources and cookbooks and then your help also with the exercise piece and guidance that he has, he's really changed his lifestyle, not just, it goes way beyond just swallowing some capsules, but just that whole lifestyle change. That's right. Awesome. And I know you've had some really amazing health stories just within family and friends as well. One that I know was one of your first ones was with your husband's mom. Could you share just real quick about that? Because that was, to me, that was pretty profound, some of her health changes. Thanks.
Well, my mother-in-law is a property manager for an apartment complex in San Diego. Very high-stress job. She puts a lot of it on herself. Doesn't eat very well, doesn't drink a lot of water. And so my husband and I sat down and we said, if we don't do something soon, your mom's going to end up in the hospital sick or worse. She was suffering with rashes on her legs, low energy. She was having scar tissue build up in her hands. She was being treated by a rheumatologist because her immune system levels, her white blood cell count was so high, like 300, and it should have been at 8. And so she just was in pain. Her knees hurt. She could barely walk. She was overweight. And we talked to her about Juice Plus and took her shopping for groceries. Within a month, she was already starting to feel better. She had lost, I think, 2 or 3 pounds when we saw her for Christmas. And then by the time she'd been on Juice Plus for the 3 to 4 months, she was discharged from the rheumatologist. It was her neutrophil level, which is a white blood cell, was attacking her joints essentially and attacking her muscle tissue. And they told her, well, you don't need to be here anymore. Your immune system values are back to normal. She actually said the scar tissue in her hand, she could feel it decreasing, that she was getting a trigger finger. So her tendon was getting stuck and she had a hard time moving her finger. And so even that has improved, and she continues to take it. She's been on it, I think, just about a year and a half. She started a month after my husband and I, and
Yeah.
she's done really well.
I mean, that is amazing, you guys. I don't know, how much you know about autoimmune conditions and such, but just truly, truly, truly amazing to see that benefit. And we have, again, over now 36 studies that have been published with Juice Plus over the past 25 years, and many, many are dealing with the immune system. So looking at rebalancing the immune system, whether that means someone that they have, higher risk of infection, or they have low immunity, or even autoimmune or hyper aspect of our immune system, allergies, asthma, autoimmune conditions. So to bring those back down in balance is amazing, because one of the key things, whether we're talking autoimmune issues or cancer or whatnot, the misbehaving of the immune system is one of the most difficult things to be able to treat, because it's not selective. It's your own body, it's your own immune system that is misbehaving. So it's very hard to give a medication that may, yes, suppress maybe like a rheumatoid or something, lupus or whatnot, where your body is attacking, but it's going to suppress all aspects of your body. And so it's the great thing too with Juice Plus is we see the research that is here. Any story that can be shared, you can go back and look at 5 or 6 studies that are going to substantiate that by, cold, hard data. And so that's another thing I know as professionals that we can really lean into that. So if you're working with medical professionals, or even like Kimberly now being able to go out and start working even more so in even mainstream medical community, is you can walk in with great confidence, because you got a stack this high of research that is behind you in sharing that. So that is so cool. Well, thank you, Kimberly. I really appreciate you sharing that. And just one last little plug here before we move forward. I know Kimberly's been part of some of our personal development things here with Image, and was able to go to a seminar down in Phoenix. But just tell us what is in store for your future. What are you most excited about? I know I'm putting you on the spot on some of this, but yeah, what did this weekend, what Friday night do for you?
Oh my gosh, it just opened up my eyes. Like, I saw where I was stuck. The fact that I was always looking towards a negative goal, or that came into my pictures. I was trying to run away from the clinic, versus my goal is to become a full-time health coach with using the Juice Plus product, and be able to really teach people how to live a healthy lifestyle to prevent and decrease their chronic disease. My husband doesn't even know this, but we're going to go on vacation, and I want to talk about my next step is to be able to start my own health coaching website. People are already coming to me asking me about nutrition and meal planning and things like that. And utilizing that health coaching website to introduce people to the Juice Plus product and how it can really make a difference in their life.
That is awesome. That is so cool. I love that, Kimberly, and I cannot wait. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, and this could not have come at a better timing here, Sierra. So Kimberly's goal, she is just sharing this with me live. I knew she was at some personal development pieces. Oh, and by the way, for those who don't know, when you're part of our community, it is really a lifelong course in personal development, cleverly disguised as a Juice Plus virtual franchise. So that is awesome. Okay, so Kimberly, I'd love to have you meet here Sierra. And Sierra, let me get you unmuted. Here you go, girl. So Sierra, I wanted her to come on. She was actually a referral also from somebody who had taken JJ's class. She herself was not there, but they said when they heard JJ talk about nutrition and such in his physical therapy piece, they had said, I think it was your brother-in-law maybe that had actually attended the class. But I wanted to actually see her to come on here tonight just to share with us a little bit about her health coaching business and something that she had just started. And I love the name of it. I love the story. behind it. So Sierra's a newer Juice Plus customer here of ours, and her sweet kiddos, and her husband's in military, so he is gone now for several months. So she had just moved, so she's over in North Carolina and out by the beach. But Sierra, take a few minutes here and just tell us a little bit about you. We'd love to hear some more about your journey. I think this actually is probably going to be perfect here, even for Kimberly, and with your health coaching journey, and then the name of your business and how you came up with that.
Okay, well, like Kimberly, I went through the Dr. Sears Wellness Institute. I got certified in all three aspects that he offers, as far as prenatal health, family health, and then the primetime health. I was really kind of interested in the prenatal and the family health because I also got certified as a lactation consultant last year. So health has always kind of been something that has interested me, but I went to college for journalism communications. I loved writing, so I got into advertising after I graduated. But once I met my husband and I moved to be with him and get married, I kind of started to rethink what I was going to be doing. And then about a year later, I got pregnant with my first son and really just got interested in making sure that I was being the healthiest person that I could be, because I was pregnant and growing this life. And since then, I've had 2 more kids. And so keeping up with them is exhausting and a lot of fun. But I really tried to make sure I'm exercising and eating healthy. And I came across the Dr. Sears Wellness Institute and just thought, let me get certified in this. I didn't really know if it would lead to anything, but just, I guess, 2 months ago, I decided to really launch my platform as the Dandelion Health Coach. I chose that name because dandelions are really strong flowers. I mean, some people look at them and just see weeds, and some people see wishes, but they can pretty much survive and thrive anywhere. And so it's kind of amazing. And they're also the flower of the military child. And because I have 3 kids, my husband is a Marine, and it just kind of really resonated with me and my hope, because I feel like I want my kids to be able to thrive anywhere. And 1 in 3 teens and young children are obese in our country, and I just feel that we owe them so much more than that. So my goal as a health coach is to help moms and help kids to learn that eating healthy and being healthy, it doesn't have to be super expensive, and it doesn't have to taste awful. Like my kids love eating raw peppers and carrots, and I think everybody should have those opportunities for their children. They just need to learn the tools, I guess, of how to present it and how to be the best version of themselves.
Yeah, and lead by example for them as well. And I know you do a beautiful job of that, of staying healthy, staying fit, getting great energy, great activity around for your kiddos. So I love that you're out on the beach here now. So that is very, very fun there too. I mean, you were calling in from the beach with them the other night. So that is awesome. Well, what I loved when I heard the name of her coaching business, and the story behind that, I was like, I want you guys to hear that. I just thought that was just so heartfelt and so meaningful, and I can't wait for us to work with you some more on what you're going to be doing and the lives you're changing, and being able to see, because there's several on our team. I know, and not all of them are here tonight, but several that have gone through Sears coaching program. And I know Dr. Sears is definitely we are a great fan of his, and he is an excellent partner within our Juice Plus world and our community. So we are big time fans. Oh, say that again, Sierra.
This Plus is the only supplement that he actually recommends.
Yes.
Other than eating whole foods.
That is absolutely right. He's got great resources, askdrsears.com. And if you go on there and Google Juice Plus, he just his own personal health story of having colon cancer and how I don't know that they go in full detail, but it's pretty amazing though. It was when he was undergoing treatment, there was someone within our Juice Plus world, he and I will say his wife Martha Sears and this lady out in California, they were at church together, and the gal, she worked with the Juice Plus company, and she just felt an urge, we'll say that divine intervention, to go up, and she saw that Martha was there at church by herself, and you're just like, I don't know why I'm supposed to, I don't really even know you, but I need to come up and talk to you. And then they made an amazing connection. And so she just put the capsules down. It's like, don't ask, Bill, this is not time for you to be a doctor. It's a time for you to be a patient. And she, being a great nurse, said, just take it. And he, being a great husband, listened and did it. And so that was really how Juice Plus had started. That relationship was through someone at church and what he was undergoing. So we're all have been blessed because of that, for sure. So wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Sierra, for sharing. And I have one more person, and we have just a few minutes left here this evening. And let's see, Viv, are you still on here with us, Viv? I think I'm going to try to unmute you and scroll back over. There's Nana Viv. Yay. All right. Well, I have one more story here for tonight. And Viv, I have to brag on her. She's the get about grandma for sure. The Nana, we call her Nana Viv. So Nana Viv, I get this. So when she lived back in Kansas City, and I was going into labor with my second one, with Keaton, of course, he decided to start his journey to the world at about 1 a.m. So Viv comes over. It's like, who else in the world can you call at midnight and to come over and watch your 3-year-old while your parents are driving up for 3 hours from Wichita? But Nana Viv, like, she is like everybody's Nana. So, well, the last story that I want to have Viv share a little bit with us, though, is she got to realize some really amazing dreams for she and her family. Because of the Juice Plus company and because of the lives that she has changed over the years. And, the thing is, within this company, yes, we are extremely blessed that we do, and we are able to earn an income by changing people's lives. And that every dollar that we earn is a life that has been changed, maybe a legacy that has been really transformed because of someone's health, because someone is putting Juice Plus in their body or in their family. So all those little legacies that you have left have accumulated into something that was really, really fun that you were able to do. And Viv, share with us what that was here this past month.
Okay, in June, my goal had been to take my 3 kids, their spouses, and the 8 grandchildren. The oldest grandson wasn't able to go because of working, but there were 14 of us, and we got to spend 6 days and 6 nights in Mexico. And because of my Juice Plus business, I paid for all their plane fare and their rooms at the all-inclusive. And, I sat there and I'd watch them, the cousins interacting. And we live in 4 different states. There are 4 families. I'm in Kansas. I have a daughter in Iowa, a son in Kentucky, and a daughter in Arkansas. So the times we get to be together are really precious. And they're not that often because as the kids get older, they're in activities. So there are conflicts all the time. And to sit there and watch them playing in the pool together, the big adults swimming up to the bar and having a drink at the bar, of course, being out in the ocean. And I was out there with them. We were looking at the sea turtles, and we had a camera that took pictures underwater. And, those are memories that will last a lifetime. And if it hadn't been the Juice Plus, I watched some of my friends, and I am just, I won't say older, I'm wiser than all you young people, but if I had the opportunity to do what you guys are doing now, if I'd had that at your age, man, I would have jumped all over it. And they have bonuses in place now that we didn't have when I joined the business. It's okay to go at your own speed, which is what I've done because I've been there for every grandchild being born, and And when my dad, the last 3 years of his life, I was able to help with him and take care of him. And the last 3 months did nothing except my customer shipment calls. And my paycheck stayed the same. I didn't lose any position in the company because promotions are permanent. You guys just know what you have your hands on and go for it. But I listen to my friends, and they worry about Social Security. They worry about insurance. And because of my Juice Plus income, I don't have that stress in my life. And my autoimmune disease has just been totally in control for the last 14 years. And it wasn't overnight. It took me to the third year that I wasn't sick all winter. So it's not a get quick fix. It's not get rich quick. But you guys take advantage of it in the community. We have national marketing directors who they make no money off of us, and they share their websites, they share articles, they share programs. This is the most amazing company, and I just want you guys to know it. And if you know somebody who's wiser, share with them. Don't let them worry about what Social Security, what they can or can't do, if they can't take a trip. And I had a friend who just took a trip, and she was talking about what she wants to do next, and she goes, well, I have to save money, so I probably can't do that for a few years. Not me. I am helping people because I was helped, and I'm enjoying my life and the freedom I have.
Dude, that is awesome. And just the thing too, Viv, just to kind of be transparent here too, as I really think you have found a home. I mean, you obviously have an amazing family, and I love that Julie, your daughter, is my partner with our team here. But I mean, you had gone through some transition, and had gone through a divorce when we had met about probably 15 years ago, and just were kind of lost. I mean, looking at yes, you were an amazing, and you've always been an amazing Nana, but to really find your own place and your own voice. And the last thing I want to end on, because I've heard some really great feedback. Another thing that we do is we have amazing resources and books, a new personal development piece through the Brene Brown work. So I heard you were working on something that you're cultivating in your life. A little birdie told me that you're cultivating something, and it may have had to do with bridge or pickleball. I don't know. But tell me what spoke to you when you really finished up that The Gifts of Imperfection with Brene Brown that we read.
That is a great book. But I grew up on a farm, and we just didn't play. There was always a job to be done. There was always work to be done. And I read that Gifts of Imperfection and how play is so important to us. But we've been raised in a society where if there isn't a financial benefit or like fame or fortune from doing something, then it's worthless. And I used to stress out about sitting down and just watching a movie with my kids, or just sitting and reading a book. And so I read that. I actually said no to being an officer in B&I because I want that time for myself. And I can't believe I really did that. But I went to see Wonder Woman like 3 times. I was playing bridge, and when Julie called, she said, what are you doing? I said, I'm playing. I have decided that I'm going to play, and I encourage all of you to take time and just play.
Yes. I love it, Viv. I love it. And, and that was one thing from the book. They said that playtime is as important as sleep. And many people think that we can skate by and we can sacrifice our sleep or sacrifice that time of play and creativity. That we've got to have those outlets to be really, fulfilled, wholehearted people and be able to really pour into ourselves so we can pour into others. So just kudos. I was so excited when I heard your takeaways. And we are currently, for anyone that's interested, we are reading Rising Strong, which is Daring Greatly is our second. Daring Greatly, and then Rising Strong will be our third book with Brene Brown. So if you're interested in ever hopping in with any of our kind of virtual book clubs here, we definitely encourage you to do that. You can plug in on a free app called Voxer, where we stay in communication and kind of have just time where we go through and share our takeaways and how those different pieces have impacted us. So so in speaking of play, that is what I'm doing. We're having a lot of fun, and I'm going to continue my playtime here tonight and go catch up with the boys here in a little bit. But I thank everyone for being on with us. Thank you for those who shared their stories here with us and some of your journeys. And again, if any of you have an inspiring story that you'd like to share or bring on, please reach out to us. We will plan to continue, though, for now, I think for quite a few Sunday nights here, Sundays at let's see, that would be 7. My computer, it's like my computer's still on Kansas City time. So yes, 7 Central, 6 Mountain, Arizona, depending on the time of the year. We know you can you can do the math. We love you guys and just really appreciate you making time to be with us and to be part of our journey. And again, for any of you, if you're interested in learning more about the company behind Juice Plus or how we share the education, or even just other, specific health topics. Oh my gosh, Dr. Mitre had a topic on some of the keto diet versus Shred 10. I mean, so there's just really cutting edge information, because sometimes in nutrition, just in that field, genre in general, there can be a lot of confusion. So I know for one, I am so grateful to be able to plug into these super, super intelligent minds and those who can really help us kind of cut through some of the confusion that's out there. So again, I thank you all for coming on tonight, and have an amazing, amazing week. And I know we will, and we'll look forward to talking with all of you here on Voxer or text, or hopefully seeing some more faces here live with us next Sunday night. And I will go ahead and stop our recording now.